cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay.
All right, role models.
Yes, we are.
I'm on the phone every week telling little kids, F your parents, man. Do what you want to do.
Kill them.
Yeah.
Kill them in their beds.
No, so in this movie, we have Seann William Scott and Paul Rudd.
Which is not exactly, at least half of it, a recommendation, usually.
Yeah, no, you got pretty much Stifler from American Pie. That's enough right there to say, hell no.
Together, they give off this aura that this is some kind of frat comedy. Like, this is going to be nothing but nonstop dick and fart jokes of the lowest common denominator. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. This movie is actually really funny.
Even the poster has like, I think it has Seann William Scott drinking a 40 from a bag and has Paul Rudd pissing on a wall. And there's none of that in the movie at all. So
That's true. It is a sex comedy, no question about it. It's just one crossed with a feel-good, like, kids and adults bonding, everybody heals movie, which is awkward.
We've got two guys. One really enjoys his job, one really hates it, and they have one bad day together, and the result is they've got to do 30 days of community service. And the community service they're assigned to is being big brothers to these two kids, one of which is the small token black kid who's feisty, and then the nerdy Carlisle type who dresses up and participates in LARPs. And it's all about these two guys trying to connect with these kids.
And these two kids, one of them is played by Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Is that his name? That was
McLovin.
McLovin. Yeah. He don't need a big brother. He needs to get his ass beat. I mean, going around with a Dracula cape on everywhere he goes, like, come on, man.
Hey, what the is wrong with that?
You still need your ass beat. So I don't want to hear that.
I don't see what's wrong with this. He was fighting for Xanthia.
Unlike Carlisle, who's out in the middle of the street in traffic trying to cast spells and shit.
Hey,
behold, beast.
SUVs are actually dragons in my world.
Yeah.
And the other is Bobby J. Thompson, who is
He's like 30 or something, right?
No, I think he was like doing jokes when he came out the vagina or something, because everybody talks about how this kid was performing since he was 3 years old.
Well, I think he's actually one of those kids who's got the Gary Coleman thing. Where
It's officially now the Gary Coleman disease.
Gary Coleman disease. He's like a lot older than he actually looks. Because come on, the kid's going motherfucker every other word of this movie.
He's been doing it a long time. He's way too comfortable with it.
What you talk about, Stifler?
I mean, you're making it sound like when he's not in front of the camera, he's at home shaving his beard and
He's like the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
yeah, babyface Finster. He's like Finster baby from Bugs Bunny. It did kind of make me uncomfortable that they forced this kid to say all this foul language sometimes, because sometimes it felt like they said, you know what, in this scene, if we just have him say motherfucker, it'll be funny. Ain't no context to anything.
And it is.
I got the impression that the kid was just saying it, and they decided not to edit that part out.
Well, I mean, that may make you uncomfortable, but have you read the forums on Spill? You're absolutely right, though. This is really funny. And while it's poking fun at these geeks, at the same time, it's in sort of a way like, well, at least they have something.
And the reason why we did not mention it, fine ass Elizabeth Banks, because we all love her, we know that, because she doesn't do shit in this movie. At this point, I just took it as a dumb comedy. Seann William Scott and Paul Rudd, they do work well together. And Jane Lynch, she's really funny. She's one of my favorite character actors, and I would give it a low matinee.
We did 14 hours. Will you sign our sheets? Maybe give us a few more just for kicks? Round it up to 50?
Don't you sass me. What, do you think I'm a pushover? You know what I used to eat for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to eat for lunch? Cocaine.
What'd you have for dinner? Was it cocaine?
I will sign your sheets, but you need to know I am not here to service your hours. I'm here to service these young boys.
While you're right, and you could sit and, like, from a distance pick this apart, it all mixes together real well, and I laughed almost continuously through this whole movie. I really have no choice but to give this full price.
It's so much funnier than what it looks like it's going to be. I think it's the same amount of quotient of jokes that fall flat, but enough hit right on that I give it a solid matinee.
I give it full price, and I'll pay the $7.50 for a bucket of popcorn.
Did you get the feeling like this kid's mother, the black kid, Bobby J. Thompson, she let him get away with too much shit?
She very much seems to blame his behavior on her son's lack of a father figure.
Yeah. For a while, it seemed like Seann William Scott was going to get with the black mom.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I was
me
gonna say,
too.
at the end, I thought they were going to get married. He's going to have a white dad. And, of course, that didn't happen. So now that nigga's going to go to jail. So.